I'm gonna give you 5 ways to improve your life right now. But first of all, I wanna say that I'm proud of you because you are acknowledging the fact that you can improve your life, that you are in control of that, and you are taking full responsibility of your life. And if that's you, you're on the right channel because we're all about taking ownership of our life because we want to dictate our future. We want to reach our highest potential, and we know that we are responsible to get where we want to go. So let's fucking go. You're in the right place, and I'm going to tell you exactly the 5 ways that you can do to improve your life right now. First thing you got to do is to own your morning. The reason why you want to own the morning is because once you own the morning, you own the day. That is a fact. I cannot stress this enough. Whatever you do in the morning sets the tone for the day. So I suggest that you wake up earlier than you need to and start tackling the hardest task of the day. Because chances are you might have a normal job right now, but you have different dreams, different aspirations. You want to maybe escape the 9 to 5. You want to become an entrepreneur. Maybe you have a side hustle. It starts with your morning. You need to go to bed earlier so you can wake up earlier. And when you wake up early, you do the hardest task of the day. And the reason why I say the morning and not doing that after work is because when you wake up early in the morning, you are telling a different story to your brain. You're not waking up early to waste your time procrastinating, going on your phone, watching TV, when it's so easy to do that after work. You have to stop snoozing. You have to wake up earlier. You have to drink water first thing in the morning. And the reason why I say that is that you lose a lot of hydration while you sleep through your breathing, and you wake up already dehydrated, and you need to give yourself the hydration back. Don't drink coffee first thing in the morning. Do not do that. You need to drink water. Wait at least an hour before you drink your first sip of coffee. I know it might sound hard if you don't do that already, but that's what the science says. You need to delay your caffeine intake if you want to not crash in the afternoon. So for me right now, I wake up at 6 and I'm trying to wake up at 5 slowly, but it's really hard to shift my circadian rhythm, so I'm doing it slowly. But right now I wake up at 6 when I really don't have to wake up that early. I really don't. I have to report at my job at 9:30, but I wake up at 6 because I want to get 1 full hour of uninterrupted work where I can focus on writing down my thoughts about this YouTube channel, because this is the hardest work for me. Filming the YouTube videos is not easy because I actually have to focus. I want to give value. So I have to do this early in the morning because when I'm done with my work, I do not want to do this. I do not want to actually put the focus because my work is really draining. If you don't know who I am, I'm Bianca St. George. I'm a professional soccer player. So my job is being a professional athlete. And I literally exhaust not only my body, but my brain power for my training session. So when I'm done with my training session, it's really hard to focus. So if I do it the first thing in the morning, I'm already so many steps ahead and I set the tone for the day. And sometimes because I did a little bit of work in the morning, after training, I come back and I can keep going off the work I have done because it's already on my mind. One of the biggest mistakes I used to do about my morning was to create a lengthy morning routine that would distract me from my actual goals. I would script out everything that I wanted to do, meditate, stretch, gratitude journaling, prep this. I would have a long list of things I wanted to do that I would literally be exhausted by the time I was done. And I felt like I actually did not make any progress because I still had the hardest task to do still. You need to eat that frog. And that's a business concept that I read from the book, Eat That Frog. You need to do the hardest task of the day first thing in the morning. I promise you that will give you so much momentum for your day. There's no other feeling that's better than when you wake up and you do the hard work and then the rest of the day feels like you're literally on cruise control because you already set the tone. I'm telling you this because that's something that I wanted to hear. When I was stuck trying to find the perfect morning routine, what I needed to hear was someone like me saying, you don't need a perfect morning routine. Your perfect morning routine is doing the actual work, is doing the hard work. I'm going to stop repeating that, but you get the point, okay? So first thing that you got to do to improve your life is to own your morning. The second thing that you need to do to improve your life is to optimize your workouts. You need to make sure that you have a consistent workout routine. And one of the biggest mistakes that I used to make was to do too much, okay? That might not be your problem, but I'm a professional athlete. So working out, the bare minimum is actually much, much, much higher than what people's bare minimum is. So I had to do a little bit less because I realized I would actually burn out and it would make my workouts miserable. You need to find the sweet spot. You need to find what works for you. Maybe it's every day, maybe it's 3 times a week, but at least do it minimum 2 times a week where you actually lift weights. I don't care about your cardio right now. You need to lift weights because muscle is the most important organ because that is the organ that allows you to live longer. Muscle is the organ of longevity. If you want to live a healthy and long life, you need muscle. Muscle is the most important thing. And if you just waste time doing an hour of incline walk, you're just going to lose muscle and you're not actually burning that many calories and getting that fit. Women are so afraid to lift weights when actually it is so hard to bulk up. It is so hard to actually build big muscle. Ask any dude. Any dude wants to get bigger muscle and they will tell you how hard it is because you have to eat so much if you want that to happen. You're not going to eat that much. You're going to keep eating healthy and you're going to lift weights and you're just going to have a leaner body. You're going to be healthy. And once you're healthy, that is the snowball effect. That is literally the number one thing that you need to do for you to be successful because once you're healthy, you have the clarity of mind, of focus, of momentum that will be created from having a healthy body. Your body is your vehicle to success. You need to take care of it. And that starts by making sure that you hit your workouts. I don't care how busy you are because you always have time to watch TV. You always have time to see your friends. So why not prioritize your health, the most important thing that you have? The same traits that you need to be healthy and fit are the same traits that you need to be wealthy and successful. Do you realize that? The discipline that it takes you to be successful is the same discipline it takes you to work out. So if you know how to master your workouts, you will know how to become successful. And a lot of people, actually, a lot of successful people don't even have the discipline to work out. But the other way around is not the case. If you know how to have the discipline to work out, you know how to become successful. And maybe that goes into you owning the day. Maybe for you to own the day is to do your workout first thing in the morning. That is the best scenario. If I wasn't an athlete, that's what I would do because working out is hard. Right now, it's easy for me to work out because I show up at training and someone makes me work out. That's my job. I don't have a choice. And that's why a lot of athletes, when they are not athletes anymore, aren't necessarily successful after their career because their whole life they had someone tell them what to do. They didn't have to be disciplined. They just did the work. They were just good rule followers. But discipline comes from yourself. It comes from within. It's coming from a place where you don't feel like doing it and you're doing it anyways. And if you learn how to master that, you will be able to do anything. You will be able to be successful because you have mastered discipline. So the first 2 things, own the day by owning the morning, and then secondly, own your fucking workouts. Make sure that you are consistent and focused and delaying gratification and be disciplined. I promise you, you have these first 2 things, your life will be 80% better. But I have 3 more points that I want to get into. Number 3 is simply fixing your nutrition. A lot of people don't realize how shitty they eat. They think they eat healthy because they eat out and they order the healthy option when they don't realize it's still processed and packaged with so many disgusting added sugar. You need to realize that your nutrition is basically dictating your energy level and who you are and how you feel. You are what you eat, basically. And I'm not here to give you the best diet because there's no science that tells you what the best diet is. There's no science that says, oh, keto is the best, carnivore is the best, vegan is the best. We don't know that. But what we do know is that highly processed foods like added sugar and fatty foods and takeout, all of those things are bad for you. We know that. So why do you keep indulging in that? If you want to improve your life, if you want to be successful, if you want to actually reach your potential, you need to have the mind space to be able to do the proper work. And if you want to have that motivation, that drive, that clarity, you cannot put disgusting junk food in your body. One of the best things that have changed my life is fasting. Fasting has been revolutionary for me. I did not know that based on my menstrual cycle, my hormones had different needs. There are times in my cycle that I need to eat more, I need to eat less, I need to eat more carbs, less carbs, I need to fast longer or shorter. I did not know all these things. But once I knew, I optimized my nutrition and it's giving me so much energy. I feel pumped right now because I am fasting. I'm in a fasted state. I feel clear. I feel like I have no sugar clouding my judgment because my body has nothing else to do than to focus on this video right now. It's not even focused on digesting or anything. It's just focused on giving you value because I love you. But you know what I'm saying? I am so focused because I don't have all this sugar in my body just spiking my insulin and then dropping and then making me feel sluggish and low. I feel literally high on adrenaline because I have no food in my body. This is amazing and it is safe and it is healthy. There is science backing this information. So I am not afraid to talk about fasting because I know it can be beneficial for you. Now, number 4, and by the way, I know that what I'm saying is not probably super revolutionary, but people are always trying to find the sexy solutions to things when things are so simple and basic. People get pulled in so many different directions doing the easy stuff, but that gives you a hard life. If you want to have an easier life, a happier life, a more fulfilling life, you need to do the hard things. And doing the hard things is delaying gratification. By doing the hard things in the morning, by working out, and by fixing your nutrition. Those are the 3 first things that I've hit. They're super simple, but it's something that you must do and that most people are not willing to do. So imagine if you just did those 3 things, you're already going to be ahead of 90% of people. The number 4 thing that you need to do, and this one's a little bit harder, but it's about your mindset. You need to fix your mindset. You need to realize that your beliefs about who you are and how you view the world shape your reality. And if you want to have a clearer, more improved, more optimal reality, you need to improve your mindset. You need to shift your mindset to a growth mindset, because once you have a growth mindset, there is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that will hold you back, because whatever happens to you, you will always overcome because you have a growth mindset. It's literally in the word growth. So whatever happens to you, you will grow because you will look at it as something that happens to you that is a problem that you can solve. There is always a solution to anything that happens to you. There is always a solution, whether it's just simply accepting what's happening, accepting that you can control it, or control what you can control. The number 1 thing you need to have in this mindset is a positive mindset. If you have a negative mindset, you will just create a negative reality. We know that. Your thoughts dictate your reality because they dictate how you feel. If you think shitty, if you think negatively, you will start feeling negative. And when you feel negative, how hard is it to you to actually do the good work? If you feel negative, you will do the self-sabotaging behavior. It's so hard to be disciplined when you feel so pessimistic about life. So you need to be aware of your mindset, your beliefs, and that happens by being present in the moment, because once you're present in the moment, you can make better decisions. And how can you be more present? It's by doing meditation. That's why you have to do meditation. When something happens to you and you want to actually change your response to the situation, instead of completely reacting by habit and going straight to negative beliefs, you need to have that space, that awareness to do things differently, to look at it with a wiser approach. And that comes from meditation, because when you meditate, you simply become more aware of your present moment, aware of your thoughts, and realize that you are not your thoughts. You do not have to act upon the thoughts that come to you. You can actually react differently. You have that power. And I know you know that you actually are more powerful than you think, because you clicked on this video in the first place knowing that you can improve your life, that you have that responsibility. So I know that you have that self-awareness already, but you need to constantly reaffirm that you have that self-awareness by doing the good habit of meditating and being present and journaling and just being there with your thoughts. You need to keep doing that. It's so important, and it's going to compound over time. You're going to see the result of it, because I know initially when you're going to meditate, you're not going to see any result. You're going to be, what's the point of this? This is pretty boring. I did not like this. I don't feel that much better. But it's going to come in handy when it needs to. Just trust that. Trust that you will be able to be mindful when it is the most important. Maybe you won't see it right now, but it will be useful when you most need it. Okay, so that was number 4. It's owning the most powerful tool that you own, your brain. Your brain can work either for you or against you. So make sure that you make the proper choice. And then finally, the 5th thing that you need to do to improve your life, and this might be controversial, but it's to make money. There is nothing more gratifying knowing that you can make money, because money is basically a way that tells you that you are being rewarded for the value that you put out there. I know that you're a valuable person, but that doesn't necessarily mean that because I know that you are that person that you will actually get money. The way that you get money is by putting yourself out there, is by applying who you are to the world, is by taking the action, by giving the value, because you have a lot of value to give, but a lot of us choose to stay in our comfort zone. If you want to make money, you have to go out there and tell the world that you can help them. I just started monetizing my YouTube channel because I'm coming on here to give you value, and I'm being rewarded for giving you value. But whatever I'm telling you right now is things that I've known for a long time. It's things that I've been journaling about, that I've been mingling in my mind about. I've known this knowledge for a long time, but when I wasn't posting on YouTube, was I getting money back for that? Fuck no, because it was just in my mind. If you want to make money, you got to put yourself out there and give value to the world. One of the best mindsets that you can have about money is realizing that you are the most valuable asset, and you need to make yourself as irreplaceable as possible, because people will pay you depending on how replaceable you are. So if you become irreplaceable, that means you're invaluable, that you have no limit to how much you can get paid for your value. Do you know what I'm saying? If not, you become a commodity. If you become replaceable, that means that you're not worth much, because so many people can do what you can do at a cheaper rate. You need to treat yourself like you're your own business. Like who you are is a business, and you are the product. And you do that by building your personal brand, by controlling your reputation, because whether you want one or not, you have a brand. Yourself is a brand. You are your reputation. But you can control how people view you and what they associate you with by what you put out there. If you stay quiet, you will still have a reputation among your friends based off of what they know about you, but you're not even really controlling that. If you go out there, out of your comfort zone, and tell the world how you can help them and attract the opportunities you want to attract, you are taking control of your reputation. And then you start to get known, and then people will want to pay you for what you have to offer. If you're like me, you're ambitious, you're visionary, you're competitive, and realize that making money is not something to be scared of. It's just a game. Everyone's kind of playing this game whether they want it or not, because we all need money to survive. But there are rules to this game, and you can actually make more money if you know how to play it. And I'm telling you right now that yourself, your development of yourself is the most important investment that you need to make, because you are your most valuable asset. Your insights, your thinking, your background, your experiences, all of that is so valuable if you learn how to look at yourself and see what value you have. So that requires a lot of introspection. That requires you to reflect on who you are. And if you want to control the future, you have to think about who do you want to be known for? And then you just start doing the action to be known for that type of person. If you want to be known as this super knowledgeable finance guru, you need to start investing yourself in learning about finance and putting yourself out there, teaching others what you know. And you don't have to be the biggest expert in what you have to teach. All you need to do is be one step ahead from the people that you're trying to help. I am not the most evolved person out there. I'm not the most enlightened person out there. All I do is give you advice like you are younger me, like I'm one step ahead. And I'm trying to help you get to that next level. And while I'm helping you do that, I'm still working on myself and working to get to that other level. So there's always some growth, and we're all evolving together. So don't be afraid to want money. Don't be afraid to go after making money. It is totally possible. It is up to you. And having money is a beautiful thing because it allows resources, opportunities, connection, relationships. That's all good things. You can do a lot of good things with money. You're not a bad person if you have money. I'm just saying that because that's something that I used to think before. I used to think that if you have money, you must be a bad person because you got it illegally. You did it because you were stealing from people, whatever. But that's not true. If you're a good person and you have money, you're able to be a greater person because you can help more people. If you're a bad person and you make money, that happens to a lot of people, they're just going to keep doing worse things and make the world worse, just like big pharma, just like the food industry. Like those were bad people that make the world a worse place because they had money. But we don't have to be that person. We are good people, and with money, we can help more people. We'll realize that materialistic things are not actually what matters. What matters is connection with people. It's rawness. It's being authentic. It's having this relationship with people. And you can reach more people if you have money. So I encourage you to enter this game, and we can enter this game together. No problem. We're going to keep thriving to be the highest version of ourselves and keep improving ourselves and consequently improving our lives. So, this was a mouthful today. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you are feeling so inspired to take action right now and do the good behavior that will give you the life that you want. So yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for watching until the end, and I will see you very soon in a new video. Mwah.